Hi everyone! So I wanted to start this video with my explanation of this experiment, primarily for stylistic reasons, and secondarily because I don't think SpaceX is hiring me anytime soon because my experiment failed, unfortunately. But I was really excited to see the result, so that's okay. So as you'll see from the video, what I first did was I got a mason jar. My dad drilled a hole in the top metal disc, and I inserted a penne pasta noodle into that hole, and I brought it to my counter, which you will see, and I poured in a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, probably a little bit less than 1/4 cup, and then I put about a teaspoon of yeast. Let it sit for a while, not too long because I didn't want it to fizz up immediately, but I let it get a tiny bit fizzy. Grabbed my barbecue lighter and I put that pasta noodle and the disc on top. Didn't seal off the collar because I didn't want an exploding mason jar in my kitchen. And I held it to the flame, which you'll see. So essentially what's supposed to happen from this experiment is the yeast acts as a catalyst, which will separate the bonding of the oxygen and the hydrogen. So as you have that pasta type sitting atop the mason jar, what's going to happen is as the oxygen is being broken down by the yeast, it's going to be released from the top. And as we know, the lighter will burn the oxygen quickly, just as it does in our body. And the carbohydrates from the pasta actually act as that heating source that allows that oxygen to burn so quickly. So the effect you're going to get is a consistent and pretty steady flame. So this is kind of like what happens in our bodies in a sense. I mean, we don't put hydrogen peroxide into our cells, but our bodies do break down carbohydrates, and our cells actually produce hydrogen peroxide on their own. So this is kind of reminiscent of certain cellular processes as well. I was really upset my experiment failed, but you'll see kind of how I brought it out and see what I did. Maybe you have different suggestions. So I want to share it and show you guys how I performed it. And unfortunately, I did not get that steady, cool, rocket-looking flame that I wanted, but maybe I'll try it again. Thank you.